There is a popular thing in leadership that if you think you're leading and there's nobody following you, you are only going on a walk. On this platform, you are going to learn principles of leadership. You are going to encounter different leaders. You are going to learn about how you can grow as a leader, how you can make an impact. My name is Ayim, and I'm the host for the leadership platform. I am a leadership coach, a lawyer by profession, a John C. Maxwell certified coach. I have been in corporate life in senior positions for several years, and now I run the Center for Transformational Leadership, where we train and coach leaders to become better leaders. And I invite you to go on a journey with us as we discuss the subject of leadership in the coming weeks.
This and every Saturday, you have opportunity to ask questions, share your views on important leadership matters.
We spend a lot of time developing our professions, but we don't spend time developing ourselves. Look, as a leader, as a professional, you have to grow. You have to grow yourself. And to be able to grow yourself, you need to know yourself. A lot of us are not achieving the maximum we can achieve because we have not invested in our personal growth. So we are bringing you this special studies based on John C. Maxwell's book, The 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth. And we're going to just spend time with you and help you go through the principles that you need to be able to grow your person, to become a better person. Because if you become a better person, you become a better leader, you become a better father, you become a better professional. Do not miss this opportunity, as the masterclass is going to be very practical and discussional. It is going to be a limited number of people. So please register now to be part of the program. Do you have a dream? Do you have a vision? Do you have a goal for your life? And will your goal be realized? What do you need to realize it? Is the goal your own? Have you counted the costs of that goal? Do you know what you need to be able to achieve that goal? Do you really want to be successful at achieving that goal? My name is Ayim, CEO of the Center for Transformational Leadership in Africa, and I personally want to invite you to our upcoming masterclass, Put Your Dream to the Test. It's a set of questions that we're going to give you answers to ahead concerning your vision, your dream, so that you are sure that your vision and your dream will be achieved. Join our one-day masterclass on the 19th, 20th, 26th, or 27th of January 2023. Or you can join our weekend class on the 21st and 22nd, or the 28th and 29th January from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. and register, because it's going to give you the resources, the ideas, the tools that will ensure that your dreams don't remain as dreams, your goals don't remain as goals, but that they are achievable. We're going to equip you to be successful. Make a date with us. Register now for our masterclass, and you will not regret it.
Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Leadership Platform in this brand new year 2023. I want to wish you and your families a very happy and prosperous new year. This is our first platform meeting. And so I hope that we all had a good festive season, we had a good rest, and that we are ready and kicking for the new year. We are going to bring you, as usual, this year, a lot of um, new ideas on leadership. We're going to bring you new speakers who would impact your life and freely give of ideas and lessons in leadership that will help you to, one, develop yourself and also to lead in a way that will be more impactful. So we encourage you to make a date with us every Saturday at 7 p.m. on the leadership platform. You connect with us through Facebook, through YouTube, through LinkedIn Live, and join us. We've shared the links to all of you. So if you have the link and you are connecting, we encourage you to kindly share the link to others so that they would also join. Invite your family and your friend, your teammate to join the platform. We know that many of you join and you don't introduce yourselves, but we encourage you that if you're connecting and this new year, just introduce yourself, tell us your name and where you are joining from, and we will be very happy to introduce you to the whole wide world. Right? So the first thing I want to do is to acknowledge those who I can see connecting with us. And I want to say I have the whole team connecting with us. Kofi is with us. Vivian has joined us, and Mercy has also joined us. They're working hard on the background to make this platform very, very successful to help you. From the participants, I can see Douglas Amwatin from Tema. He says, good evening to us. I see Fayatu Abdul Mumin. He says, good evening to us. And Rubiaza Tujeni, I hope I pronounced that name correctly. Rubaiza Tujeni. So forgive me if I didn't pronounce it correctly. It is very nice. Victor Amano, he says good evening to us. And Justice Ahulu is also here from Accra. Asian Williamson, Bonaventure is here with us, is President, Africa Center for Youth Development. Regina Ohuiokwe is here, and Victor is here. Amano is here. Aram Agozi is also here. So many of you connecting, please do continue to introduce yourselves and continue to invite your family and friend. This evening, we are going to have a heart-to-heart discussion. But before we move on, let me remind you that we have just launched our usual New Year program, Put Your Dream to the Test. And if you watch the video, we are encouraging you, all of us who have dreams, who have visions, who have aspirations that we want to achieve. A lot of the time, at the end of the year, we make resolutions, and then by the middle of January, we put them aside. We're not asking you to make those resolutions. We know you have a vision for your life. We want you to take your vision for your life. What do you want your life to represent? And we want to walk you through that vision and help you to be able to make a meaning of that vision, give you the tools and the resources in a day seminar, answering 10 key critical questions that would enable you to make your dream a realistic one and to achieve it. So we encourage you, just for 500 Ghana cedis, you're going to have a soft copy of John Maxwell's book, Put Your Dream to the Test. You're going to have a workbook. You're going to have a series of questions, and we're going to have a full day presentation to help you to make meaning. And those who have gone through this program will testify to you that it has been very useful. Again, we are writing the next cohort of the growth journey. We are starting another cohort. So we would announce the date next week. But please, those of you who are on this platform who have participated in the growth journey, please encourage your team members to contact us for us to register the next cohort of the growth journey. And for the corporate executives and HR people here, we are launching our annual New Year Start Right program, which contains a series of powerful motivational lessons that we will come to your organization together with your team and walk you through those lessons and motivate and encourage your team to take the vision, the budgets, the aspirations, the strategy that you set for yourself for the year and beyond. Take your team through lessons that will give them the impetus, the motivation to go through the year successfully. So we encourage all of you to be part of these programs. Right. As I said, this evening, I'm going to have a heart-to-heart. I see Magdalene Ajuachumesi is here. Dennis Ahe is here. Isaiah Inuaha is here. I see Sami Patriotic. That's not a new patriotic party, is here. Kenneth Kumi is here. And I see her lordship, her ladyship, Cynthia Martinson is here. Thank you, ladyship, for making the time, irrespective of your busy schedule at the bench, to join us every Saturday on the leadership platform. We are honored. I see Stella Adu is here also. Right. We'll continue to acknowledge those who come, but let me go straight to what I want to talk about this evening. As we have advertised, this evening we are going to talk about 7 positive attitudes to help you navigate 2023. As has been my custom, at the beginning of the year, I like to share with you my New Year motivational message. Some of the principles that I have decided are going to guide me through the year. And also, I take the opportunity to share with you a bit of myself, that is, share with you some of part of my story and what I'm trying to become, what I'm learning, and also to encourage you to be part of my life, and also to encourage you to add value to your own life. So we are going to talk about 10 positive attitudes to navigate 2023 and beyond. Those attitudes are attitudes that I personally adopt in my life. They have guided me over the years. I'm sure you have your own principles and your own attitudes, and they have helped you. Hopefully, sharing my own attitude and how they have helped me in my life would help you. And why am I sharing this? And why 2023 in particular? I'm doing this because 2022, and in fact, the year before, 2020, 2021, have all been very difficult years. And as we were expecting 2022 to be better, in Ghana in particular, and maybe across the world, we found that 2022 had its own ideas. And the ideas that we ended 2022 with do not give us comfort for 2023. Things seem to be getting out of hand. The supply chain has been disrupted. Financial systems are disrupted. We see the war in Russia. Although COVID is ending slowly, we are seeing China opening up and new concerns of COVID. So basically, we have seen that we are going into a new year which promises to also be uncertain and potentially difficult. For those of us in Ghana, we know that our economy is in shambles. Things are not going well. And our managers of our economy have had to go to the IMF to get a bailout. Our debt is swallowing us, and we are not able to pay our debt as a country. So we have had to call a break, more or less, to tell our creditors, we're sorry, please help us. We are in trouble. We can't pay you now. Let us spread our debt, and we are going to try to spread this debt for the next 15 years. So many people who have bought government bonds are lamenting. There's a lot of uprising and uproar in the system because people's livelihood, and we're hearing horrible stories of people who depend on these bonds because everybody believes that government securities are the most secure. So this is the year that we are going into, and it's not beginning well with us. And we are asking ourselves what is going to happen. So more or less, we are kind of going into another VUCA year. VUCA, for business leaders and other leaders, understand VUCA, V-U-C-A, to be a period of volatility. Things are changing so fast, a period of uncertainty. We're not sure what is going to happen, a period of complexity. And for those who are holders of government bonds in Ghana, the documents, tens of pages of document that have been filed to you to sign, you cannot even read them. You don't understand. It's so complex. Things are ambiguous. You are not sure what is going on. Now, so we are going into 2023 with a VUCA perspective. Things are going to be very difficult. How do we navigate this year through? Now, as business leaders will tell you, in a VUCA environment, you also need a VUCA approach to this situation. A VUCA approach is what? Against volatility, we need clear vision. We need vision that is able to direct our perspective. Against uncertainties, we need understanding. We need to take time to understand what is going on. Otherwise, the uncertainties will swallow us. Against the complexities, we need clarity. That's where leaders need to help their followers and team members to have clarity. And against the ambiguity, we need agility. We need to be agile. We need to be fast. We need to be able to move as quickly as possible. So this is the environment we are going in. And my objective this evening is to share with you 10 principles that will help you not only in 2023, but in every difficult and uncertain and volatile situation that you find yourself in your personal life, in your business life, in your leadership. In different situations, from time to time, we go through turbulence, we go through challenges, we go through uncertainties. This seems to be the life we're called to. So we want to encourage you at the beginning of this year to adopt principles that will give you that energy to go through the year successfully. And that is why we are here. So let me start with attitude. Attitudes are more important than facts. The things that happen to us, we don't have control over them, but we have control over our attitude. What is attitude? Attitude is basically the point of view you have about yourself and the world. That's it. What is your view about yourself and about the world? In short, it is the way you look at life and how you present yourself. And it impacts the way you present yourself. Your attitude would impact the way you present yourself, and it impacts the way you build your career, your life, and your relationship. It's so important, so fundamental. The way you see life, the way you see yourself, the way you see the world, the way you look at yourself and present yourself has an impact in the way you carry yourself, how you accept the things that happen to you, how you build and implement and execute your career, how you relate to other people. All these are impacted by your attitude, the way you see the world, your point of view, your perspective. And we're saying that that perspective is more important than facts. And we will show you something right away. Attitudes are more important than facts because the right attitude will enable you to understand the things that happen to you. Attitudes are more important than facts because, as we are saying, the right attitude will help us navigate difficult situations, such as the uncertain situations we find ourselves and we are going to go through in 2023. The right attitudes would make us better persons as we can go through pain and challenges in a very, very smooth way. So attitudes are very, very, very important. Now, at this point, let me share with you the short story of the just ended World Cup. I read this, and I'm not going to go into the details. But when we went into this World Cup, Ghana went to the World Cup, Argentina went into the World Cup. Both teams in the preliminary stages lost their first matches. In their second matches, both teams were supposed to win to be able to be successful. Now, these teams had very similar things in common. Okay. Now, in the second game, they both early in the game, they got a penalty. Ghana got a penalty, Argentina got a penalty. Both of them, the penalty was taken by their captain. Both of them, the captain was wearing a jersey number 10. Both of them, they targeted the same side of the goal to shoot the penalty. And both of them lost the penalties. Same facts for two different teams. What was the response? When Messi, who was the captain of Argentina, lost the penalty, the whole of the supporters of Argentina were up on their feet and praising and singing and shouting and encouraging the team and to move on. What happened to Ghana? When the Ayim missed the penalty, the whole country, not only those in the stadium, the whole country went dead, and everybody was discouraged, cursing Ayim, cursing the coach, and generally discouraged and despair. What happened? Ghana lost its match. Argentina won its match. Continued to win the World Cup. Ghana came home. What is happening here? Attitude. Difference in attitude. Same facts, different attitude, different outcomes. And that is why we're saying that attitudes are so important in every situation. They are more important than the facts, what happened to you. So as we go through quickly these 10 attitudes, which I say are my attitude for addressing difficult situations, for living my life, and I'm encouraging you. Some of you may have different approaches to life, but these are the principles and attitudes that guide me, and I want to share them with you at the beginning of this year, because this is what is carrying me through 2023, to have a confidence that whatever happens, I'll be able to go through, and I want you to do that. All right. So the first attitude I want to share with you in my approach to life is to understand, and I believe and I accept the fact that this is an imperfect world. Attitude number one. This world we live in is an imperfect world. Look, some of us, we get discouraged and we get broken down when we expect perfection around us. This world is an imperfect world. As a Christian, I believe strongly that this is not my home. You may not be a Christian, you may be in other faith. You would also, in almost all faith, believe there is a life after here. So if you believe that there is a life after here and this is not a perfect world, when things happen, you put those things in perspective. You know that this is a human institution, and all societies, accept the fallibility of human beings, the imperfections of human beings, and imperfection of human institutions. So this is the first thing. Now, 2023 is still going to be human institution. It's still going to be the same politicians. It's going to be the human economy, the human politics, and it is not perfect. So things are going to go wrong. Once you have this in your mind and you look at the world this way, when things go wrong, you don't break down. You don't break down. You can accept them and you can go on with your life. So I want to encourage you as a Christian, and for those of you who are Christians, the Apostle John shared with us that we should not love this world. Do not love this world or the things in this world. One of the things that make us discouraged is because we love this world. We want things to go. We want a car. We want a house. We want a wife. We want this. We want our career to go well. Just before I came onto this platform, I was discussing with one of the team members of a sad story of a family member of a colleague who unfortunately had committed suicide, and leaving a note to say that everything he does in this world doesn't go well, and so he prefers to end his life, and so on and so forth. Now, that is where a lot of us get to and commit suicide, because we expect things to go well. We expect the world a perfect world. As Christians, we know that everything in this world, as the Bible put it, the lust of the flesh, the pride of life, and all those things that we cherish in this world, all those things are going to pass away. Okay, so why do you kill yourself because of that? But that is different perspective. People have different perspectives, and that move them to behave differently. That's what we mean by attitude. So that's number one. Number two attitude that I adopt and I encourage you is that there is nothing new under the sun. There is absolutely nothing new under the sun that we would say this is new. Now, 2022 has passed. 2023 is coming. Anything that is going to happen in 2023 has happened. Everything that happened to us in 2022 had happened before. When COVID came, we were all screaming. It was like the world is coming to an end. This has never happened before. Those of us who have not experienced it, we had to go back into history, and we found that actually there had been pandemics that had killed many, many more people than those who died. And in fact, we have better systems today. And there again, I go back to my Christian faith and to the Bible, which clearly says to me, the wise man Solomon says that what is it that has happened that has never happened? What has been will be again. What has been done will be done again. There is nothing new under the sun. Is there anything of which one can say, look, this is new? He says, no, there's nothing new. So, my friend, I want to encourage you. Whatever will happen to you, maybe somebody is going to disappoint you. Maybe a friend, a lady is going to break up with you. Maybe somebody you promised to marry is going to say the marriage is not coming on. You have a business transaction that is going to go bad. All these things have happened before. The government is taking your bond and is going to spread them for the next 12 years. I mean, there was an old man who was like, by the 15 years, he will be 80 something. How is he going to get his money? Has it happened before? Yes. In Ghana, there was a time when you had 50 cedis and more, that money was taken away from you, was confiscated. It has happened before. Financial crises have happened before. In Ghana, in 1983, I was then 19 years old, preparing for my O-level. Things were so difficult. There were droughts in this country. There was no food. People were queuing. I mean, in Accra, where kenke is mostly eaten, people queue to buy kenke. They queue to buy kenke to the point that they didn't wait for the kenke to be cooked. Immediately the kenkey was done, they bought it in the raw state so that they can go and cook it in their own house. In that year, I, as a young man, lost my mother in a very terrible condition. She was the pillar of the house. She was going on to her 11th labor, and she died in a very terrible condition because the village was several kilometers away and she could not get to the roadside on time. I got to the roadside, there was no petrol, no car, and that things have happened. So whatever will happen in 2023 has happened. And so do not be discouraged when things get to you. When you get this understanding, you will know that, look, put the things in perspective. Others may be even worse off. As we speak, people in Ukraine, there's a war there, and they're being bombed every day. They have no electricity, no water. So whatever happened to you, has happened or is happening. Number 3, attitude number 3, always look at the big picture. Always look at the big picture. Number 1, we are not in a perfect world. Number 2, there's nothing new under the sun. What is happening has happened before. Number 3, always look at the big picture. Put things in the right perspective. Now, I have my own story of a story that John C. Maxwell shared some time ago, and I've seen it also happen. This was a young lady who goes to school and got herself into some trouble, writes a letter to her mother and tells her mother, "Mommy, I'm sorry, I went to school, I found some armed robbers, fell into some armed robbers. They took me away. They wanted to rape me. And fortunately, one of them rescued me. And after the rescue, she decided that she was going to marry me, so I should stay with her. She took me out of campus and locked me up in his house. And unfortunately, now I'm pregnant and I'm going to have a baby. I know you're a women's leader in the church, but this person is of a different faith. And now that I'm pregnant, they're finding some difficulty with my pregnancy and some disease. And unfortunately, my guy is now not able to take care of me. And I want to come home with my guy." Now, she's writing this letter to her mother, who is a single parent, and she is the only child. And as she is reading this letter, she's trembling. She's trembling, drops the letter, starts weeping and praying, possibly speaking in tongues and calling God to save her. She goes back to take the letter, and the letter continues. "Mommy, I'm sorry to upset you. There is no armed robbery, kidnap. There is no rape. There is no pregnancy. There is no man. The reason I'm writing to you is that I've failed my exams. And I just want you to accept this results in the right perspective." Now, the point here is that this young girl is telling her mother that things could have been worse. So failing my exams is not a worst thing that could have happened to me. So I want you to accept this in the right perspective. There is always a bigger meaning. There is always a bigger picture. Everything that is happening to you, there is a bigger picture. If you put it in the right perspective and understand why these things are happening to you, it will enable you to appreciate better. Let us understand that the big perspective of our life is that we are going to die anyway. So the little things that are pushing us to die are just a small part of the whole big picture of our life that is going to go to an end. I mean, Job, who was reputed to be one of the person who has suffered the worst adversities in history, said, "Man born of a woman is of a few days but full of troubles." And he accepts it when people were accusing him and asking him to curse God. He says, "No, So I want to encourage you, when you are going through big, bitter difficulties, always put that into the big picture. Ask yourself, what is the meaning of this for me? What is the big picture here? What is the next page of this? And usually, by the time you turn to the next page, you will see that you find better meaning. Better meaning. All right. So that's point number 3. Attitude number 4. Things get worse, but things also get better. Ladies and gentlemen, my friends, this world that we live in is a world or a life from decay. Every life we have comes out of some decay. If you want to grow any plant, you have to put the seed into the soil. That seed has to get decay before it comes. The ovaries in a woman's womb, fertilized by the egg, has to get decay before that baby can come out of it. If you want to go to heaven, you have to die. Your body has to get rotten before your spirit can go to heaven. Things get worse, but eventually they get better. This principle of sowing and reaping demonstrates to us that in this life, sometimes things have to get worse before they get better. So if we understand this, it would be very, very good for us. Randy Pausch, who was diagnosed to have only 6 months to live, but who wrote the most powerful speech that changed the world, says, no matter how bad things are, you can always make things worse. At the same time, it is often within your power to make them better. No matter how bad things are, you can always make them worse. At the same time, it is often within your power to make them better. So remember, whatever your situation, and John Maxwell has said, no matter what you have experienced, remember this. There are people who have had it better than you and done worse. And there are people who have had it worse than you and done better. So you are in a situation which may be good, but there are people who got better and they got worse. Like we in Africa, we have all the resources and we are not doing well. Singapore got worse and they have done better out of it. In the same way, people get worse situation and they make it better. So every situation you find yourself, remember, things get worse, but they also get better. So the condition you are going through, the problem you are going through now, I want to encourage you. Don't despair, don't give up. 2022 may not have been well for you, but remember, 2023, whatever is happening, at the end of the day, things can get better. So don't take off your life yet. Number five is your mind can make or unmake you. So check what you think. Your mind can make or unmake you. The most powerful instrument God has given to us, my friend, is our mind. Our thoughts have creative power, and God has given us this creative power so that we can live and recreate our world. But this creative power can also be very destructive depending upon how we use it. Our mind is like a tool, like a knife. You can use it positively or you can use it negatively. Let me tell you a story. A few years ago, I moved career to live in Tanzania. And we've had our last child. And since we had our last child, my wife had some issues with her breast. She was having some liquid in her breast. So I asked her to go and see the doctor. I went off to work. By the time I came back from work, this woman who has been strong, this condition has been there for over a year. It's not been, a concern to us. She's doing her normal thing. She went to the hospital. By the time I came back from work, This woman was lying flat on the floor, on the floor of the hall, almost, unable to do anything. I went to her and said, "My dear, what's going on?" All she could do is to point to me, a report that the doctor had given her. And what did the report say? The doctor had told her that the condition in her mouth, in her breast, is so serious that she needed to go immediately from Tanzania to South Africa to have an operation. Otherwise, she's going to be in serious trouble. Just that information just knocked the woman's health and life out of her. Well, long story short, we had to see another doctor who said, no. This is not a big situation. Yes, there's something going on there, but it can be treated with medication. After that, we consulted a third doctor and a fourth doctor, and the confirmation was that this can be treated. She was given some medication, and this was treated. In fact, after the second and the third doctor had told her that no, she doesn't need an operation, her health just restored. What was going on here? It's her mind. And there has been scientific evidence to show that in medical science, patients have gotten better just because they were told that there is a new medication that can treat their condition, and they believe it, even though what was given to them was some tablets that had nothing in it. It's called the placebo effect. They believe that they were being healed. And also they have what they call the nocebo effect. People believe that they will not be well, and they don't get well. So I want to encourage each one of us. Your mind, what you're thinking is so important. It can make or unmake you. Attitude number 6, and I'm going to go through the rest very quickly. Don't put your trust in man. No man is responsible for you and your success. Now, when you are going through difficult situations, there's a tendency for you to put your trust in others. For example, those of us in Ghana, these difficult situations, some of us will be politicizing it, and we'll be saying that, well, we want NDC to come, or we want that flag bearer to come, that politician will come. Nobody is going to be able to solve your problems apart from you. We need trust to live in this world, but we cannot depend on other people. You cannot entrust your destiny and your success to other human beings, like pastors, like malams, like politicians, even your boss. We all came alone into this life, okay? And we will go back alone. With time, we make friends. Yes, we have relatives. Yes, a lot of these people are special to us. Yes, our friends and family love us. They protect us. Yes. But we cannot overdepend on anyone. The overdepending on people will just make you weak and less confidence in yourself. So I encourage you, don't put your trust in man. Only you are responsible for your success. As somebody has said, the best place to find a helping hand is at the end of your arm. The best place to find a helping hand is at the end of your own arm. So you have to trust in yourself, believe in yourself. Neil Gaiman has said, you cannot trust other people. If it's important, you have to do it yourself. All right. So I want to encourage you. Believe in yourself and do what you have to do in 2023 yourself. It doesn't mean you don't need other people to help you. They will help you. But if it is important for your life, take it upon yourself and do it. Others can only help you, but you and God are the only ones who can make you successful. So please don't put your trust in man. Don't believe that some politician or some boss or some malam or some pastor is going to be able to address your needs. And in fact, from a Christian perspective, My Bible clearly says, you cannot put yourself in powerful people. You cannot put your trust in princes. You cannot put your life in mere human beings, because they are all frail like you. They are all human. Don't rely on them for strength. All right. Number 7, attitude for 2023: expect the best, but prepare for the worst. This is actually a Chinese proverb, which I love. Okay. Expect the best. Have faith. Believe in yourself. Believe in God. Believe in the system. Believe that things will go well. But prepare for the worst. In other words, faith alone without work is dead. Believe that things will go well, but work at it. In difficult times, you need faith, but you also need to work diligently to buy the insurance to go through. So expect the best, but prepare yourself for the worst. 2023, let us have hope, let us expect the best, but please, we should be prepared. What this means, because the situation we have in 2023, 2022, 2023 has become financial. So what it means is that you have to make an effort to reduce your expenses. You have to make the effort to create more money, look for opportunities. You have the car that the fuel is draining away all your income. Use that car for Uber. Drive it to work, take somebody on the way, drop the person, go to work. After work, continue with an Uber. Create a different stream of income. Look for other opportunities. And number 3, save more money. Reduce your expenses, save money on little things, on light, on water, and this, don't waste food, and so on and so forth. So reduce your expenses, make the effort to create more money, and save money. So work hard, believe things will go well, but don't take things for granted. Expect the best, prepare for the worst. That's number 7. Number 8, and we're getting to the end. In difficult times and uncertain times as we are going into in 2023, no matter the situation, stay human. Maintain integrity and be of service to others. Stay human, maintain your integrity, and be of service to others. In difficult times like this, sometimes it's easy for us to compromise our values. It's easy for us to compromise our values. It's easy for us to forget others who may be in need because we want to keep to ourselves. But I want to encourage you that God's principle of giving and receiving still applies. Think of other people. Others may be worse than you. Stay human, support others, serve others, keep your integrity, and don't go doing all sort of things which will put you into bigger trouble. Stay the right course, be honest with the resources available to you, and at the end of the day, all will be well. Number 9, and here I want to encourage you, I want to share with you, it's my faith in God. Have faith in God. In 2023, remember, God always comes through for those who trust him. You cannot put your trust in man, but you can put your trust in God. You can do all you can. You can make all the effort and do it. But at the end of the day, trust in God. Believe that there is a creator who cares about us. Yes, we have driven God from our lives. We have decided that we don't need God in our schools. We have decided that, technology is okay with us, for us, and so on and so forth. We have advanced in knowledge, in science, and so we think that we are there. And these days, in advanced countries, people are not going to church anymore. But remember that at the end of the day, the fact that you don't believe in God does not change God. He's still there. But if you put your trust in him, he would be able to take you through. So I encourage you, as a person of faith, encourage you to remember that somebody created you and created this universe, and everything that is happening, even though we have messed up the universe, God is still God, and He's able to sort us out. Finally, number 10, attitude. No situation is permanent. This too shall pass, as our president has popularly said, so don't worry. No situation is permanent. This too shall pass, so don't worry. My friends, things have happened in the last few years. We in Ghana, in the last few years, we've seen the banking sector clean up, which cost a lot of people their monies and their savings. Across the world, we just saw COVID, when we're all running away. That passed. The banking sector cleanup, it passed. As I've said in previous times in Ghana, we've had more challenging times. They all passed. So 2023, whatever it is, it's also going to pass. Now, I believe in this principle so much that every time there is a difficulty, there is a challenge, I ask myself, what can I do about this? If I can do something about it, it's not a problem. I don't worry about it. I start to do something about it. If I cannot do anything about it, it's not a problem. Because if I can't do anything about it, why should I worry about it? I just leave it. It's the principle of you don't cry over spilled milk. The thing is, you can't do anything about it. But if you can do something about it, if you can look for somebody to help you, if you can do something about what is going on, take the steps and do something about it. There's no problem. You can solve it. If you cannot do anything about it, just pass it to God. I believe in God, but just leave it, because if you worry about it, you're not going to change a thing, because you can't do anything about it. So no situation is permanent. Every situation that you're going through now is going to pass. So I want to encourage you, as I bring this presentation to an end, and I would encourage you to share with me your principles, your attitude as we go to the discussion session. And if you have any questions, I would encourage you to write them down in the chat. We are in a VUCA situation, and therefore we need a VUCA response. We need clear vision, we need understanding, we need clarity, we need agility to be able to navigate. This will require us to adopt positive attitudes. We have tried to go through some of this attitude. There may be others that you can add to it. Choose the right attitude. 1, we are in an imperfect world. Things will go wrong. And what will go wrong will go wrong. Nothing new under this sun. Whatever is happening has happened, will happen. So embrace it. Always look at the big picture. Things get worse, but things also get better. So let's keep hope alive. Guard your thoughts. Your thoughts can make or unmake you. Have faith in God, because God comes through for his people. Believe in yourself. Do not put your trust in other people. Believe in yourself, but also take practical action. Work hard. And remember, no situation is permanent. If you look the right way, you can see that the whole world is a garden, somebody has said. A positive attitude may not solve all your problems, but that is the only option we have if we want to get out of problems. So I encourage you, do not worry. As Bob Marley said, let me end with Bob Marley's song, don't worry about a thing, because every little thing is going to be all right. Sing it, don't worry about a thing, because every little thing is going to be all right. This is my message to you. Don't worry, everything will be all right. May God bless you, and may we all have a very happy, prosperous, and a positive attitude 2023, and all will be well. Thank you so much. That's my presentation. And I want to, I don't have Sarah with me, so I'll have to take the discussions myself. So let's go ahead into the discussion session. But before we do, we want to share a few messages with you so that we can take a short break. Kofi, let's go.
Do you have a dream? Do you have a vision? Do you have a goal for your life? And will your goal be realized? What do you need to realize it? Is the goal your own? Have you counted the costs of that goal? Do you know what you need to be able to achieve that goal? Do you really want to be successful at achieving that goal? My name is Samuel Ayim, CEO of the Center for Transformational Leadership in Africa, and I personally want to invite you to our upcoming masterclass, Put Your Dream to the Test. It's a set of questions that we're going to give you answers to ahead concerning your vision, your dream, so that you are sure that your vision and your dream will be achieved.
Join our one-day masterclass on the 19th, 20th, 26th, or 27th of January 2023. Or you can join our weekend class on the 21st and 22nd, or the 28th and 29th January from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m.
And register, because it's going to give you the resources, the ideas, the tools that will ensure that your dreams don't remain as dreams, your goals don't remain as goals, but that they are achievable. We're going to equip you to be successful. Make a date with us. Register now for our masterclass, and you will not regret it.
My name is Eliza.
My name is Elsie.
My name is Ebenezer Tufo.
This is Rosemary Robert Gacy.
Over the past 14 weeks, I have been part of CTL Africa's 15-week growth journey, and it has been a blessing for me. I want to share my lessons with you.
Indeed, my attitude to life has never been the same. From the very first day I joined the virtual Personal Growth and Leadership Masterclass organized by Center for Transformational Leadership CTL Africa under the tutelage of Mr. Samuel Ayim.
First, the law of intentionality. Second, the law of design. And third, the law of the rubber band, the law of expansion.
The law of intentionality, the law of awareness. Then we have the law of the mirror.
Looking at how intense these laws are and how much impact they're supposed to make to our life.
My value obviously is not the same. The program indeed satisfies my quest for knowledge, so I encourage you to be part of this journey and also become an encouragement to others.
I will recommend CTL Africa to everyone who hears about us.
It has been a blessing to me, and I will encourage you to be part of CTL Africa's 15-week growth journey.
So we thank Mr. Ayim, we thank CTL, and thank you for listening to us.
God bless you as you make a move today.
I've been blessed, and so you'll be blessed. Thank you.
All right. Welcome back to the leadership platform, and we encourage you to sign up for some of those programs. This year we're going to bring you a lot of other programs, so please sign up. Currently running the growth journey. Please sign up for the growth journey. Sign up for the Put Your Dream to the Test, and for the corporate executives. If you're an HR or you were trying to motivate your teams for the year, we have special lessons that we have designed for your teams. If you reach out to us, we'll have a bouquet of resources that will help you to start your team right, your team right. We call it the Start Right program. All right. So thank you. If you have any comments or any questions, let's see. I have Willis Kweku is here. All right. And please, the links for the registration of those programs are shared. So go ahead and register. Mel Emefai is here. Doris Atta, thank you for always teaching us. I'm watching from Accra. Thank you. Magdalene says, kindly give me the fourth law again. Okay, the fourth law is that fourth attitude, things get worse, but things also get better. Things get worse, but they also get better. So that is the fourth law, fourth attitude we shared, Magdalene. All right, Willie Glaces, I'm enjoying this from Pobyman. Thank you, Willie. William Daffo says, sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. Well, you say you lose, but John says sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. All right. Love, glorious grace. Yes, please have faith in God. Max Osai says, good evening. I'm glad to be here. All right. If you have any questions, I'm not seeing any question. Love said, God is still God and nothing we can do. All right. Dennis Ahe says, I like that. Save money and don't waste food because food is becoming expensive, right? Nihansi notices, thank you. Dennis Ahe says, are we supposed to prepare ourselves against evil days? Yes, please prepare yourself and get ready. All right. Megamind says, he says he's young from Oyarifa. Great presentation and thank you so very much. All right. And I'm seeing her ladyship Cynthia Martinson says, wow, so grateful, Sam. Mel Emefa says, thank you very much for the presentation. I'm looking for questions. Thank you so much, Donnie Kulevume. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. William Dafoe, awesome presentation. Thanks very much, Mr. Ayim. And Priscilla Chibumenu says, thank you very much for sharing this nugget of wisdom. My 2023 just got better. Wash hands. All right. Magdalene. All right. Got a fourth now. Thank you very much. Douglas, please kindly repeat number 8. Okay. Let me give you again attitude number 8. Attitude number 8 is I will stay human or stay human, maintain your integrity, and be of service to others. Stay human, maintain your integrity, and be of service to others. It's very, very important, especially in times of difficulty, that you appreciate that others may be in those situations, you may be better, and you want to help others. All right. So Douglas, that was it. Aram says, a million thanks for this very powerful presentation set. So many ideas to take away. My favorite, expect the best, but prepare for the worst. All right. So that's the last comment I have there. I don't know if any comments that I have not picked. Mercy, Kofi, Vivian, if there is anything that you've picked or any questions or comments you want to come up. Otherwise, we would call it a day because I don't see any questions. I just want to encourage everyone. Let me bring Mercy and Kofi just in case they have any comments or questions, or Vivian, any of you, if you have any comments or questions before we close, that would be good. All right. In that case, I want to thank all of you for making the time to be with us. I thank you that we have started a new year. And as I said at the beginning of the year, our first presentation, I tried to share with you some of my hearts, my feelings, my beliefs, and how I'm going to run the year for personally. And that is what I've shared with you, the attitudes that will help me and hopefully help you to go through it. So take care of yourself. Have a very good evening and keep faith, share with others, and join us next week when we bring you another lesson in leadership and personal growth. God bless you. And tomorrow is Sunday. Let's go thank God and worship Him. God bless you. Good night.
Do you have a dream? Do you have a vision? Do you have a goal for your life? And will your goal be realized? What do you need to realize it? Is the goal your own? Have you counted the costs of that goal? Do you know what you need to be able to achieve that goal? Do you really want to be successful at achieving that goal? My name is Samuel Ayim, CEO of the Center for Transformational Leadership in Africa, and I personally want to invite you to our upcoming masterclass, Put Your Dream to the Test. It's a set of questions that we're going to give you answers to ahead concerning your vision, your dream, so that you are sure that your vision and your dream will be achieved. Join our one-day masterclass on the 19th, 20th, 26th, or 27th of January 2023. Or you can join our weekend class on the 21st and 22nd, or the 28th and 29th January from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. and register, because it's going to give you the resources, the ideas, the tools that will ensure that your dreams don't remain as dreams, your goals don't remain as goals, but that they are achievable. We're going to equip you to be successful. Make a date with us. Register now for our masterclass and you will not regret it.